Greetings, Westerosi. I am Biterback. This is a quick rant about Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 5, The Door. To say that was quite an emotional ride at the end of Episode 5 is an understatement. We've learned so much, but we were left with so many questions at the end of the night. And what I've seen and heard from many of my favorite YouTubers omits a very obvious fact, and no one to my knowledge currently has touched on it. Hodor was murdered. Let me explain. But first, flaming tits! Okay, so we all know Hodor. He's a kind, lovable big man who's very timid and gentle. Hell, the sight of blood frightens him. The only way to get him to do anything violent, including defending himself, is for Bran the Broken to warg into him. Just for the uninitiated, warging is a form of mind control. Well, Mind Control 2.5. It's taking your consciousness and putting it into another living being, and becoming aware of all the sensory inputs that being possesses, and the ability to control that being's body. You are living in another person's skin, hence the term skin changer. Bran is the only person ever to warg into another human in the Game of Thrones. All the known skin changers have only been able to warg into animals. Okay, so back on topic. Bran sneaks into the weirwood net while everyone was napping. Fucking teens, I swear. And stumbles into the home of the Whites and the White Walkers. At first, they don't notice him. Then suddenly, he's standing before the Night King, who looks him dead in his eye. All the Whites are now looking at Bran. And before Bran can shit his pants, the Night King grabs a hold of him, waking him from the green dream and marking him, which allows the White Walkers to bypass the magic protecting Bloodraven and the Children of the Forest. Good job, Bran. Bloodraven explains to Bran that he now has to become him, and takes him back to Winterfell to watch Grandpa Stark and young Ned interact. I'm not understanding how that makes Bran into Bloodraven. It isn't very clear. Perhaps it's just to show Bran something pleasant before the end. However, what the final scenes show us is that Bran needed to be there to make Hodor the way he is, and this part is key. While in the Green Dream, Bran hears Mira say, "Warg into Hodor now." Bloodraven encourages this, and from the past, Bran wargs into present Hodor. Let that sink in for a moment. All through that tunnel chase, and the death of Bloodraven and Leaf, Bran is warged into Hodor, while he's still in the Green Dream. But when I started this, I claimed Hodor was murdered. I'm getting to it. As Mira is screaming, "Hold the door," it's echoing through Bran while he's warged in a Green Dream to young Hodor, who suddenly has a seizure with all this mystical feedback from Bran in the present and the past. All this time, Bran is still controlling Hodor in the present. When the attack began, we see Hodor shutting down in a panic as the undead and the White Walkers and the Children of the Forest do battle around him. Bran warged into Hodor to get him to help Mira. Bran is still in control while Hodor is holding the door. Hodor didn't choose to hold that door. Hodor had no choice in this at all. He was forced to hold the damn door. Given a choice, Hodor would have sat on that rock and let sweet death stab him in the face with an ice sword. Hodor was murdered, and Bran did it. But this leaves me with a question for you. Do you think Bran, while warged into Hodor, gives Hodor the ability to resist the command from the Night King to join the army of the undead? Also, do you think Hodor could have survived holding the door? Leave your answers below, and thanks for watching.